Warning, the following episode contains adult language, descriptions of death, and violence. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome. I'm in a weird mood today, I will say. I don't know. Feel like something's off in the air. I think it might be like the change of seasons, maybe. Seasonal depression. How are you? How you doing? Miss you, girl. Kisses. Mwah, mwah. Love it. Or I may be going crazy. Who knows? Whatever it may be. Hello. Welcome. This is Paranormal Powwow episode 6. If you're new here, hello. How are you? Shalom. Hola. My name's ChristinaPlourd, your lovely host. I say that lovely with a grain of salt. This is the CMP podcast. Crime, murder, paranormal, good stuff like that. Stuff that gets us talking, stuff that makes us, question the universe. And that's what we do. That's how we're doing it. This is the 6th Paranormal Powwow episode. So far, you guys like it. Let me know what else you guys like, or what else you guys like to see. We can come up with other corners. No, not corners. Like specialty series where we do like different things. I don't really know what else. Whatever you guys want to hear, I'm here for you. I talk to you. You listen to me. Calm you down. Maybe it's a good episode you listen to before bed. That's what I see. That's what I like. I listen to true crime documentaries and read and do paranormal stuff before bed. Puts me to bed like a baby, like a 1-month-old baby. Not even 1 month. I feel like they scream a lot. Maybe like 6 months. Just right to sleep. Some people, they listen to that and they're like, well, good thing I can't sleep now, thanks to you. But definitely recommend if you haven't done it. Also, if you try it, you have a nightmare. Very sorry about that. Please don't yell at me. Just like you know what I do, So, let's get into it, why don't we? That's why you guys are here. You're here to see some crazy paranormal shit from Reddit. Let's listen. Listen down, children. Gather round. So, this first one is from r/paranormal, posted by you/no-product3203. The caption is, am I crazy or did I really see a banshee? For those who don't know, a banshee is a female spirit who basically screams, and it's supposed to tell you of an impending death in a house. It's like an Irish legend. My best friend is Irish, and she went to Ireland, and she said, when I asked her about it, she said that it comes from, it's like Celtic folklore, and it comes from these islands off of Ireland where they speak Gaelic, which it's like mostly like a dead language. It's like Latin, like dead language. Some people still speak it though, so that's where it comes from. So the story is, a few nights ago I was working on some art. It was about 12:30 or so. I was planning on staying up most of the night since I had the next day off. First I heard a sound like a woman screaming, then sort of a high-pitched wail. A few minutes later I heard the same sound but louder. Then a female figure in a white dress or robe or whatever walked into my room. Her hair was reddish-brown, but other than that she had no noticeable color other than black, gray, or white anywhere on her body. I couldn't tell you her age, but she didn't look like a child or a senior. She stood there for a few minutes, then disappeared. I've never seen anything like that before. I've never believed in banshees, even though I've seen ghost activity as well as a few other entities, usually with witnesses. I guess I just hadn't met anyone who'd had an encounter with one. The next day I went and got a psychosis screening. I know the right people. I got to bypass the line. You can get a psychosis screening? I didn't know that. Is it basically like a screening to tell you if you're crazy or not? Like if you're like imagining shit? Because maybe I need one of those. Who knows? But damn, it must have scared him enough that he's like, you know what I need? I need a psychosis screening to make sure I'm not going crazy. Interesting. The results came back as essentially 0 risk for psychosis. Both my roommate and a neighbor also heard screams that night at about the same time. I'm still questioning if I saw a banshee or am I just nuts. If I do have a banshee hanging around, what should I do about it? If you do have a banshee hanging around, either you or someone around you is going to die, according to the folklore. So you should be on just like high alert, you know? Don't leave your house. Just stay home. Stay in bed. Don't even move around your house. You could have a fucking door fall on you. You never know. But, I mean, I don't think you clearly saw this. Like, you're not crazy. Like, you know what you saw. And if you're like, hey, how you doing? What the fuck are you? You saw some shit. I mean, I don't think they're crazy, you know? I've never seen a banshee before. I've never heard one either. I've heard of people hearing them too. Like personally, like I know people who are like, yeah, I've heard, and then like, and within like a day someone dies, so like that's fucking scary if it's actually a banshee, because either you or someone else is going to die. But I don't know, but also she wasn't screaming when she walked in, so what if maybe she's not for you? Maybe she thought she had, like, the right place, and then she kind of, like, and the reason she disappeared is because she saw you, and she was like, oh, wrong house, gotta go, and she was out. I don't know, maybe someone who lives around you is about to, maybe you should talk to your neighbor. Be like, hey, just in case, be on the lookout, you know? Alright, so the next one is r/paranormal, posted by u/JOAKOSU44. I don't know how to say that in one word, that's why I just spelled it out. Weird noise in a hotel in New York City. Hey guys, I was living last year in New York City, but due to the pandemic, I had to move back home. Most things I owned were still in New York City in a friend's apartment, so I went in the beginning of September to go get them. I stayed in Radio City Apartments near Times Square. This was the second time I had stayed there. Everything was perfect. One night while I was trying to pack around 4 a.m., jet lag, I got a little tired and was about to lay down in bed and fall asleep. While I was fixing everything so I could lay down, I heard the loudest noise I've ever heard. It was as if a car crashed against the outside wall of the hotel. I was literally so scared I thought it was an earthquake or something similar. So I ran downstairs, but no one was there. I went outside to see if it was something, as I heard the noise just outside my window on the 6th floor, but nothing. I went back inside and went to my room. Nothing else creepy happened on my stay, but that noise was literally the loudest I've heard. Louder than something to be humanly possible. Has anyone experienced something similar? Weird, creepy things have happened before, specifically in my house to all my family, but nothing like this. Holy fucking shit. Alright guys, we're about to get personal. Okay, so in my parents' house, we've had quite a few paranormal experiences. For those who know, like, my friends and family who know me, who are listening to this, you know that me and my boyfriend have been dating for a very, very long time. About 3 years ago, 3 years ago, he was sleeping over my parents' house before him and I moved in together, and we woke up the next morning, and no, it wasn't even the next morning, it was literally right when it happened. So he woke me up one night, it was like 4 a.m., and he said that he heard a noise so loud it literally sounded like a car crashed into my parents' house, and like he ran downstairs to go see what it was. He was freaking out because no one else heard it. No one woke up. He said it was the loudest thing he has ever heard in his fucking life. He doesn't know what it was. There was no explanation for it. There was nothing outside. And the fact he was like, weird things have happened before in my house to all my family. Weird shit has happened before in my house to my family, and this has happened before to my boyfriend. So I literally have goosebumps right now. This is blowing my fucking mind because I've never heard of anyone else having this exact experience. This person said, I've experienced it twice in recent years, and it's called exploding head syndrome. What? It's a neurological phenomenon. It has no clinical implications. It can happen under times of pressure or stress. I don't remember if my boyfriend, let me get back to you guys on that one. I'm gonna have to ask him and be like, do you remember if you were stressed out during this time? Because I vividly remember this happening. You can ask him. Maybe I'll get him on next episode and him and I can talk about it for like 5 minutes before we get into the paranormal episode, because That shit that's blowing my mind right now. I'm sorry. This is the first time that I've read something on Reddit while recording, and I experienced the same thing. I'm like mind blown right now. I need to take a sip of water. Please hold. All right. So, moving on. Clear head. This is from r/paranormal, posted by u/thelegomatic. I never knew where to tell this story until I found this subreddit. A strange experience as a child. Hi, usually I don't like the creepy things in life, but recently I was reminded of an experience I had when I was younger and thought I'd share it here just to see what you guys think. I don't remember the year exactly or anything, but it happened in a fall/winter month. I was young at the time, and it was during the school year. It was early one morning, and I was looking out the window before heading downstairs, and I saw something near a house on a street perpendicular to my street. There was a opaque person/being that was a bright yellow, white, and then emitted light, but not too brightly, almost as if it was trying not to be seen. I couldn't determine the gender since it was far away. The being was floating outside the second story of the house, peering in through the window. I looked at it for a minute and then looked away. When I looked back, it was gone. That wasn't the end, though. When I was at the bus stop up on the hill the other house was on, I looked back at my house and saw the same being hovering outside my window on the second story, peering in. When I got on the bus and it drove me past my house, the being wasn't there anymore. I never saw it again. Anyone know what this sort of thing was? A friend I asked recently thought it could be a house spirit or a wandering spirit, and my mom said at the time it could have been an angel of some kind. I don't live in a haunted area. No horrible deaths have happened there ever. Any clue? I mean, if it was human shaped, it must have been like I don't know, maybe like an angel or like something, just like looking and like, I mean, I definitely like his friend said a wandering spirit. I feel like, I mean, that could be very possible. Like they're just watching over us. They're like trying to find a place. Maybe they're like trying to find a place to like latch onto and live. Like they're not necessarily bad. They're just like looking. I don't know. I've literally never. Oh, this comment says it could be something called the jinns. Let me see. It says, may your eyes were tricking you, or it could be a jinn. I've seen one like what you were saying under the bed when I was young. I don't know how old, 5 or 6. I don't know. I saw it under the bed looking at the food it's eating. It was the same color as you said and glowed. It did not notice me looking at it at first, and it looked at me and was shocked that I could see it. I don't remember anything after that. All I remember is that I was not scared of it at all. I asked my mom later if I ever mentioned of seeing a glowing yellowish blob under the bed. She said no, but she said there was a black snake at that place and they had to remove it. I don't know if they killed it or not. You are not alone in seeing those things. There are a few people that said they saw familiar things like yours with different colors. Some saw them in blue color. The jinns are known to take on different forms. Some of them take on human forms or animals forms or orb forms or weird kinds of forms. That is the only time we cannot see them actually in their original form. We cannot see. But it doesn't really say what the jinns are. No. So, I mean, someone asked what it was, but they didn't really. Let's see. What is a jinn? I've never heard of a jinn before. I don't know what that is. It's an intelligent spirit of lower rank than the angels, able to appear in human and animal forms and to possess humans. Oh. No, it's funny. The pictures that pop up on Google is like Aladdin, like genies from Aladdin. Are genies jinns? I'm confused. But, I mean, they're an intelligent spirit. So, yeah, they're able to appear. And, like, that comment, I mean, I don't know, maybe people turn into jinns, because this guy said that he, like, saw one and he was, like, the thing was shocked that it could see him. Like, it didn't think that you could see him. Like, I mean, clearly it doesn't want any harm. But, I mean, it also says they can possess humans. So, I don't know about that shit. I don't want any possess. That's where I draw the line. Please don't possess me. Like, I respect you. Please don't do that. Like, I don't want to be possessed, you know? I don't think anyone does. All right, so the next one is r/paranormal, posted by u/Laurkiff, Laurkiff. Woke up to someone taking a picture of me asleep. So about a year ago at my boyfriend's old flat, I think they're from like England, we were both asleep in his bed with the bedroom door fully closed. I randomly woke up early morning time, so it was light outside. I saw that the door was slightly open, and I saw a person's hand come through the crack holding a phone as if they were taking a picture of us. When I saw it, my head was on the pillow. I lifted my head to do a double take and it was still there. Put my head back down on the pillow for a few seconds and back up again and it was gone. I woke up my boyfriend panicked, saying there's someone in the flat. He got up and checked the whole flat. The door was still locked and the windows were still closed. The only odd thing he found is that there was a t-shirt on the floor in a different room, which we wouldn't have left like that. I immediately asked him to phone his family to check if they had come into the flat, taken a pic of us as a joke, and then left. He wouldn't, as he thought we would sound crazy, but I still swear to this day that someone took a picture of us. It freaked me out for days after, and I felt like I was being watched. My boyfriend put pieces of paper in between all the door cracks and windows to see if they had moved after a few days, and they didn't. Could this have been a paranormal thing? I still swear on my life I saw someone. Oh, someone commented 25 minutes ago saying, look up hypnopompic and hypnagogic hallucinations. Let's look them up. I don't know what that is. HYP. They're vivid dreamlike experiences. They can seem real and often frightening. They may be mistaken for nightmares, and they can occur while falling asleep or waking up. So hypnagogic is falling asleep, and hypnopompic is waking up. They're saying that maybe that's what it was. I mean, I don't know. I think definitely our minds can play tricks on us, and it could either be she was either imagining it or it actually happened. Either way, still creepy. That doesn't remove the fact that that's fucking terrifying, thinking that you see someone take a picture of you. Like, I'm sleeping. Like, what? I would definitely freak out as well. I don't even know. I mean, my only thing is if it hasn't happened again, like if you haven't had any other experiences in the apartment or it hasn't happened again, then maybe it was just part of a dream and it was just as you were waking up, you like thought you saw that happened. I don't know, that's what I think. What do you guys think? Okay, so the next one is from r/paranormal, posted by u/AmberMac103. My sister and I saw the same shadow figure. A couple years ago, we went to this small church near my house that had a cemetery behind it. It was a Wednesday night service that started at 7:30, and my mom's sister and I had gotten there before everyone else. It was really dark outside, and my mom had parked the car in such a way that we were facing the cemetery. We had been waiting in the car for maybe a minute or two when it sounded like someone hit the back of our car with their hand. Then I looked out the side and saw a figure go walking by. Initially, I believed it was just one of my friends that had gotten there and wanted to scare us, but instead I saw a tall man with a trench coat and some sort of brimmed hat, maybe a cowboy hat. He was just dark, but like darker than the darkness outside. Kind of scared me then, but I just assumed it was my mind playing games and got over it and didn't mention it to anyone, because a minute after the noise, my friends got there, and even though they said they didn't do it, I just assumed they were joking and that they had been the ones that hit our car. It's only a few hours later that I really gave it more thought when I heard my sister talking to someone about seeing a man walk by our car. When I asked her what she meant, she described seeing the exact same thing walk by our car when I did. It freaked me out then, and I still get chills thinking about it. My mom didn't see anything, and she even opened up the door to see if there was one of our friends, and there was nobody outside, so I know he wasn't really there. I haven't seen the same thing since then. Sometimes I do see things out of the corner of my eye, but I'm still pretty skeptical about calling any of that a ghost, since I know our minds will freak us out half the time anyways. But for this, I don't really have any other explanation. I mean, you're by a cemetery. I feel like there's a big spiritual energy and spirit energy around cemetery. So, I mean, it might have just been like a spirit just like walking by. Maybe you like almost hit him, so he like, you know, like he like hit the car as he was walking by and then just kept walking. Like, clearly didn't. I don't think he really wanted anything to do with you guys. But that's super creepy. I mean, if you and your sister never talked about it and all of a sudden she's describing the same thing, that just like validates what you've seen, you know? So yeah, no, your mind wasn't playing tricks on you. I mean, someone else saw the same shit. It's weird that your mom didn't see it, though. I don't know. Maybe only children can see him? Ooh, creepy. Cue spooky music. Spooky. I said spooky, not spooky. Good lord. Anyways, making up words. Add me to Webster Dictionary. Alright, so this is from r/paranormal, posted by you/bonsai bowl. The feet that weren't there. This is a story I usually share with my friends when we somehow start talking about paranormal experiences. I believe I've had tiny encounters, but nothing really noteworthy. Maybe that's the reason I'm addicted to this sub. On the other hand, dude, I feel that. I will say, 100% feel you on that, because I am addicted to Reddit and reading about the subreddits of like the paranormal and stuff, but I personally don't think I have anything too crazy to add. I mean, other than that last one about the car crash, like, I'm still sitting here mind blown, and now I'm just excited for him to get home so I can talk to him about it and see if he remembers it. So yeah, but moving on. On the other hand, my brother really struggled with a bunch of encounters, which didn't really stop until he was 12 or 13. He doesn't like talking about them. My parents would laugh it off, but I believed him and he trusted me, so I let him sleep in my room when he got scared. One of the stories I want to share was a daylight situation. My room and my brother's room are exactly opposite each other, with the hallway connecting both rooms. Right in the middle, there was a bathroom we both shared. Link in the comments. Wait, what? Oh, there's no link in the comments. I don't know. Anyways, my brother, age 7 at that time, was in the bathroom while I was in my room sitting at my desk. I had a view of the hallway. Out of the blue, my brother yells from the bathroom, "Is that you in front of the door?" Insert his name. "I can see your feet in shadow under the door." I look to the hallway and see no one. "No, I am in my room," I yell back. "Stop it, I can see you, you're scaring me." I proceed to get up to walk to the door. In the meantime, he flushes the toilet. When he gets out, he looks worried. "Please tell me it was you, I saw your feet." Yeah, so that's the story, and he had a couple of things like this happen to him where he would check back with me if I wasn't behind it. I felt really sorry for him. As said, I let him sleep in my room and would read him nice stories until he fell asleep. I would then proceed to read my Stephen King book. First of all, love Stephen King. Please read the books. Don't just read the movies. Or don't read the movies. Don't just see the movies, because once you read the books, Stephen King books are unmatched, honestly. I think they're amazing. I mean, there's so many good, like, horror, true crime authors that I feel like also deserve notoriety as well, and like deserve movies and stuff. But I will say Stephen King is really good. You can't take that away. He's fucking amazing. Anyways, yeah, that, I wonder why it's only his brother seeing these things and like it's no one else in the house. Like, clearly something wants to just like fuck with his brother, you know? But that's super sad. Like, the fact that he's like terrified of being in his house and he's the only one. Like, he probably felt like he was like fucking crazy, you know? But that's super sad. But that's also nice that his brother let him sleep. Brother or sister. I already exited out of it. Did it specify? I don't really remember. But yeah, that sucks. Like, in the fact that it's feet are gross. That's what the spirit wants to show him, or that's what whatever it is wants to show him. His feet, nasty. Anyways, moving on. This is from r/paranormal encounters, posted by you/sneakysw. My experiences with some shadow people. These experiences happened about over a year ago, I believe, and always when wanting to sleep. I honestly don't remember how often these shadows people appeared, but just know that it happened often to the point that I was more annoyed than scared. There's 2 moments I remember clearly, so I'll explain those. The first one is pretty short, but I remember I was half asleep. I felt uncomfortable staring at the wall, so I turned to face my room. When I turned, I saw this tall, kind of slouched black figure standing next/behind my bookshelf. It was just staring and not doing anything. I was afraid, but I remember just falling asleep. When I woke up, I checked to see if there was anything in the area where I saw the figure that could have caused the figure to form. There was nothing. The second one is the one that really got to me. I was fully asleep for what I remember, but then I just started half sleeping. After I started half sleeping, I immediately felt something incredibly heavy. Then, all in one split second, I saw a shadow figure appear in the middle of my room. I could tell it was kneeling and staring right at me, but it also felt like it was staring at my sister. When it appeared, the the heavy feeling worsened and made my body hurt like crazy. Felt like my body was being crushed all over. Again, this was all for a split second. When the figure disappeared, I felt like I couldn't move due to the pressure I received. I just immediately stood up. My shoulders felt cold and they felt like they were being crushed together. I would hear people say something along the lines of, I felt the presence nearby, and would never understand and would think they were exaggerating until I had this experience. I never felt the presence of something nearby in my life, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. I've told several people about these experiences. My mom at first said that maybe they are family members coming to visit, but eventually told me to pray when I felt or saw them again. My dad said to try to control my fear, to not show them that I'm afraid or they might try something. My friend's mom is really spiritual. I've heard she practices witchcraft and connects with the spirits. She explained that as long as they aren't trying to do anything physical to me or my surroundings, then I'm safe, but if they were to start acting up physically, then I'd be in danger. They stopped appearing after I got really irritated by one of their visits one night and started ranting, praying to God about how they are being annoying and won't let me sleep peacefully. Wow, so you literally just like, you're fucking annoying, stop bothering me, and they were like, oh, okay, bye. I still don't understand the complete story about shadow people. People say they mean something, but Google isn't helping much with its creepypasta definitions. I'd really appreciate it if I could get an explanation to what they are. Well, there's no explanation. There's no, like, comments underneath. But that's, yeah. I don't know. Shadow people are fucking crazy. Like you said, like, there's so many, there could be good shadow people and there can be bad shadow people. Some shadow people, they're just like watching over you. They're just chilling, you know. Some shadow people want to suck your soul out of your body. You never know. But yeah, I mean, clearly it worked what he or she did. They were just like, stop bothering me. They say a lot of the time, like, if you really don't want something to bother you that's paranormal, 9 times out of 10, if you just like verbally say out loud, like, stop bothering me, you're not welcome here, I don't want you around, that they'll just be like, okay, peace out, bye. Yeah, I've never had an experience with shadow people. Have you guys? I've always wondered. I've never had an experience, but I've heard of other people, like people close to me having an experience. I've seen, there was a video, if you guys look it up, if there's a video, I think he was like on Dr. Phil or Ellen, like some show like that, and he took a video of him at the top of his basement stairs because he had always heard noises, and he turned the light on and he was like, what's down there? And you just see out of the corner, like, his black figure just like turn the corner and then turn back, like as if he was just like looking at him, and then like went away. And it scared the guy so much he like fell down the stairs, and he's still recording, and he turns the camera and there's nothing there. Shadow person. It was just like literally a dark figure. So that's, if you don't know what a shadow person is, that's literally what it is. It's just a dark figure. It's not like they just like creep in the shadows. Like, they are a physical shadow. Does that make sense? Fucking creepy. Anyways, the last one is about shadow figures as well. It's from r/paranormal encounters, posted by u/I Wampa, WAMPA 19. Random shadow figures appearing while I'm trying to sleep. Oh, that's another thing I should include. I feel like I've read more about that. They like when you're sleeping, that's when they come out. It's very rare that like you'll just be like in the house like during the day and they're just like fucking standing there, you know. Random shadow figures appearing while I'm trying to sleep. This hasn't happened to me in quite a while, but I can remember these experiences like they happened yesterday. The first time I can recall this was when I was super young at some kind of church event. It was a sleepover type thing, and we were getting ready to go to bed. I couldn't fall asleep for a very long time, and when I noticed everyone was asleep, I looked towards the chair near the window and I saw a shadowy figure. I was so terrified I hid in my sleeping bag. When I checked to see if he was still there, I didn't see him in the original spot. I saw him somewhere else. I eventually fell asleep and woke up the next morning fine, but I still remember it to this day. The second experience was also when I was fairly young, and I was at my buddy's house for another sleepover. Again, when everyone was asleep, I saw someone outside the window staring at me. I freaked out and woke someone up as soon as I saw him. The sky outside looked distorted and brighter than it should have. I haven't had any experiences like this since, or at least so real seeming. There's just something watching over you, I think. Like, I mean, if there didn't really, I mean, they were also a young kid. I feel like sometimes kids I don't know. Do you think kids like can sense energy like that? Like they know if it's like trying to hurt him and that's why he was scared, or if he was just scared just because he was a kid? You know? I don't know. But I mean, maybe the second time you really showed him like you were scared, and so it wasn't trying to do harm to you. So once you showed that you were scared, it kind of stopped bothering you. Does that make sense? Like he was like, oh shit, didn't mean to scare you. Sorry, gotta go. I don't know. But that's creepy, just seeing a whole fucking face. So, and I don't think that that's really shadow people. Like if you see a face, I don't know. I think shadow people, it's just like a black face and it's a shadowy figure, and like actually seeing someone that's like a spirit or something, you know? But that's still super creepy to see someone just staring at you while you're sleeping. Fuck that. If I saw that, I would wake up every fucking person in the house. I would start like, no, nope, no, 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 thank you. Creepy. Anyways, so that is it for Paranormal Powwow episode 6. So far, I'm loving this segment. Like I said, if you guys think of any segments that you would like me to do or like look at, please let me know. I love hearing your opinions and your suggestions and what you guys think of these stories. Yeah, we have a lot of good stuff coming out soon in the next couple of months, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. I just love that I decided to do this. Like, this has really just given me a passion and like a purpose in life in a way. Does that make, like, I really feel like I found what I was meant to do. Like, I want to throw all my energy into this. No, 24 hours of the day I'm thinking of this and how I can make it better for you guys. So please let me know what you guys would like to see. If you guys want me to come out with anything, let me know. Love to hear it. And yeah, on that note, I will talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go work out, shower, relax. I will say, if you guys want to work out at home, check out Sydney Cummings on YouTube. Fucking love her workouts. Low equipment, because you know I can't go to the gym because coronavirus, and I'll get sick because I do have a decreased immune system. So I just work out at home. Check out Sydney Cummings. She will kick your ass, and a lot of her workouts are no equipment. Love that. This isn't sponsored or anything. I'm just letting you guys know. I just figure I love working out, and I know a lot of people do too. And not even just working out, just like getting your body moving. Even if you just do one workout a week, whatever, like whatever makes you feel good. Get them and I almost said hors d'oeuvres, endorphins flowing. That's what I meant to say. Oh, on that note, I'm gonna go. You guys have a good day, all right? Have a good one. Bye.